So, a little while ago, I was tooling around YouTube, and I come across this guy, Simo. And he's doing this series on his channel where him and a friend sort of go back in time and they play Yu Gi Oh cards with old sets. And I thought that looked really cool. I said to myself, hey, I gotta try that. So, I asked all of my friends if they would, do this series with me, play some cards with me, and both of them said no. So I settled with playing with my brother Andrew. So, how it's going to work is me and Andrew are going to start off with the very first set, Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And we're going to take just from these cards and make a deck out of them. Then we're going to battle each other, best 2 out of 3, and see who comes out on top. Then every episode will be adding the next set to it as we go along. Welcome to Tim Courbrons' Walkthrough Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon was the first set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards ever released. This set is noticeable for releasing some iconic boss monsters from the anime: Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Black Dragon, as well as being the release of some of the most powerful spells ever printed in the game, like Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Raigeki, and everyone's favorite, the Pot of Greed. So, just throwing down the ground rules real quick. We'll be using the we'll be going set by set using the ban lists that were current at the time around when the set was out, and we'll be using post errata cards. That is to create an interesting game set, and not just because I'm too lazy to figure out what was errata and not. So this is the deck profile I'm going with. The Right off the bat here, we got the biggest 4-star body is actually, believe it or not, Skull Redbird, taking up a 1550 attack points right there. So we got some of him. There's not really much to speak of in terms of attack. So my idea here is actually the next spot with Aquamador and Giant Soldier of Stone. Both have slightly lower attack, 1200 and 1300 respectively, but they're rocking out 2000 defense bodies. So I figure we set them down in defense mode, and then you can't get over them. And then if I am able to clear up the field with some of the mass amounts of removal that we have, spoiler alert, those are in my deck, and then we can get in for a cool 1300, which is not that much worse than Skull Redbird. You know, you're missing out on 250 damage, but it has just that huge defensive body. Maneater Bug is an excellent card. Flip to destroy a monster, just beautifully simple, beautifully beautiful. Then we got Hane Hane. Hane Hane flips to return to the hand. Pretty nice. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be running 3 armed ninjas. Flip to destroy a spell on the field. That's not going to be very useful in general, but I think if I can hit even just 1 Swords of Revealing Light with my armed ninjas, then they'll definitely have been 100% worth it. Obviously, we're rocking out 3 of the Raigeki, 3 of the Dark Hole, 3 of the Pot of Greed. Just really powerful cards here, and with no ban list yet, because we're still playing, the early sets, that's going to be okay. We're going to rock out 2 Stop Defense here, kind of for if Andrew's thinking the same thing as me here with the high defense or with the flip monsters. You can stop defense, throw them into attack mode, and then run them down with your birds. Fissure, nice spot removal. It may be, the lowest attack monster, but I think with as much removal as we have, that won't be much of a problem. Swords is great. A little of my own special flavor. Final Flame, deal 600 damage to the opponent. I'm thinking if I get in a rough spot and I just need to squeeze out those last few hundred points and I'm just having trouble doing it with my monsters, maybe Final Flame comes in clutch. Maybe it won't, whatever. Monster Reborn, of course, great card. And Trap Hole, the only decent trap in this one. You had Trap Hole, 2-pronged attack, and Dragon Capture Jar. So we're definitely putting those in. Nice removal. In the side deck, we've got the Blue Eyes, big boy right there. Highest attack value in the game right now, but requires the 2 tributes. So I don't know. I think the game, with all the removal that we have right now, it's a little too dangerous to be putting him in, but we'll see how it goes. He's in the side. Curse of Dragon is currently the highest attack value one tribute monster, so we got a couple of him in here. Same idea. If tribute monsters pull their weight in this, I don't think they will, which is why they're in the side. Whatever. Then we've got Urabi. Urabi with a 1500 body comes in just second of Skull Redbird. He's the next most powerful beater. We've got the 2 extra Hanes, a third stop defense. This right here, Gravedigger Ghoul, remove 2 monsters from the grave and just remove them from play. I'm thinking if Andrew ends up with something good in the graveyard and he's going to try and Monster Reborn it, then I can sort of preemptively stop that. I don't imagine that it's going to be a big deal, so I've got it in the side, but whatever. Then we got Wasteland. Now, Wasteland is something I'm thinking I was going to try, but with such a small variety of creatures, I'm definitely not going to put it in the main. You get the 200 bonus to Dinosaur, Zombie, and Rock, which means that Urabi and Giant Soldier both are going to get boosts off it. Urabi's going to come up to a currently massive 1700 attack, so I might give it a try if, the Skull Redbird doesn't work out, if I need just that little extra punch from that. And of course, 2 Dragon Capture Jar. There are still some good dragons in this game. You got the Blue Eyes, you got the Curse, there are a few others. So, hey, maybe, depending on what Andrew's trying to do, maybe Dragon Capture Jar will pull some weight. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, this is Andrew for the Legacy of Blue Eyes portion of Tim Courbrons walkthrough Yu-Gi-Oh series. So this is how it would have looked back in the good old days, when it was just the Legacy of Blue Eyes, which I think lasted for a few days before the structure decks came out, and then maybe a month before the actual banned list came out. But we wanted to go back and play Yu-Gi-Oh back how it was originally, and kind of walk through the steps of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So here's what I built with just the Legacy of Blue Eyes set for our duel here today. We're going to be doing best 2 out of 3, and because the cards were so limited back then, there's a lot of normal monsters in this deck. That's because there's only, say, 4 or 5 different effect monsters, and most of them are flip effect monsters. Now some of them are pretty good, like the Man-Eater Bug and Hane, and also like Armed Ninja. But some of them are also pretty bad, like the Reaper of the Night and such. So I decided not to use any of the flip effect monsters in my main deck. I wanted to go with just the raw beefy stats that we have here. Of course, Skull Redbird is the only no sacrifice monster with the highest amount of attack points at 1550, and then he's shortly followed up by Urabi as well, which is why these 2 managed to make the cut into the deck here. So I have these powerful monsters for no sacrifices, so no additional resources or anything. I do also have a couple of other monsters here. This I'll get back to in a second, but the Giant Soldier Stone was just a little extra little beef. You see that there are 2000 defense monsters with the Giant Soldier Stone. There are about 4 of these in the set, so it can be very hard to get over them when your biggest attacker is only 1550 for no sacrifices, but I didn't want to go with the defensive route. I wanted to be the beatdown and just have those raw power creatures. So if Tim wants to try and get over me, he's going to have something with bigger stats, or of course remove my monsters. So the Giant Soldier Stone just in here is kind of like an additional monster. I didn't want to go too deep on a lot of these monsters, so that's why you don't see like a lot of him. But he was probably the next best. I mean, there are like 1400 attack monsters, but with 2000 defense, I can just kind of set him and have him wall up for a bit if I need to as well. Besides the fact that he's got 1300 attack points, and that's pretty good for this set. So these other creatures in here, all 4 sets of these 4 monsters, are actually in here because of this card Polymerization. And that Polymerization allows us to fuse 2 monsters together, in this case Gaia and Cursed Dragon, or Steel Ogre number 1 and Lesser Dragon, in order to make some of these fusion monsters here from the extra deck. So with these, they're basically free monsters if you have the Polymerization and the fusion material monsters to make them. So you just get like a free special summon if you can do that. So that's why I wanted to play these, and being able to like play Skull Redbird and then Polymerization into Gaia the Dragon Champion on turn 1 and attack him was a very, very good high end, I figured, for a deck like this. So I wanted to go ahead and do that. Um, some of these are better than others, of course. Lesser Dragon being mediocre. Steel Grotto honestly is the worst. I probably should not have played him. And Curse of Dragon and Gaia are heavy investments, but Curse of Dragon hits hard. Gaia hits hard too, but he is a 2 sacrifice monster, so he is very costly to play. So you don't normally see him on the field because he does take 2 sacrifices, and this format has a lot of removal. But that's why I picked these creatures. I wanted the big beefy stats and the fusion material monsters. So that's why I have these. So now we're going to get to the removal. We're going to start off with our magic cards here. We got Raigeki, Polymerization, of course, to make those fusion monsters. Dark Hole, Pot of Greed, Fissure, Swords of Reeling Light, and Monster Reborn. This card is just really, really good, and I obviously have the better art because this card is 2 arts, but we'll let you choose and decide in the comments below. And then, of course, we got our trap cards, which there are only 3 different trap cards in this set, and I'm running 2 of them because the third one is Dragon Capture Jar, and unless he's going to play Blue Eyes White Dragon, I doubt we're going to need it. So that's why I picked these cards here for the main deck. Now in the side deck here, we'll just go over a few of the cards. I did want access to a Blue Eyes White Dragon for the raw power of it, in case it was going to stall out or go long, or if you did have all the Giant Soldier Stone type monsters, I could play this and just get over them. I have a couple extra Giant Soldiers of Stone in case I need to really stall out, or if I need that extra 1300 attacker, I can put those in and either wall up or get in there for the damage. Armed Ninja really is only effective against things like Swords of Reeling Light because there's no continuous spell cards yet, and Swords is the only one that actually stays on the field for an amount of time. So Armed Ninja can destroy it, or if he does decide to set a spell card, you can try and snipe one and see what it is, or see what his trap card is face down. But it's really used for Swords of Reeling Light, so you can end it a lot quicker and get in there for the damage. Dark Hole is just, it's a board wipe, it destroys everything, and is really, really good. So I wanted access to these 2 in the side deck. Different spaces and other choices made it into the main deck, so I only have 1 in the main, but I do have these 2 in the side deck in case I need them. So they were here. And I have stopped defenses because honestly, if he's going to play a lot of Giant Soldier Stones or a lot of flip effect monsters, this card is really, really good. Fissure, for the same reason I have the Dark Holes. If I wanted to be more spot removal focused, I could bring another Fissure. Swords, you know, there's not too many cards that are worth playing, and Swords is one of the best ones remaining, so I did put the third one in here. And then Gravedigger's Ghoul can remove up to 2 monsters from the graveyards from the game. So this card was in here for Monster Reborn, and that's the deck I played here. Like I said, big beefy stats and fusion monsters, trying to take advantage of going fast, and just huge statted monsters. Of course, a lot of removal, because that's most of what there is in this format. And then a side deck of, I guess, silver bullets, or more copies of cards that I already have. So yeah, that's my deck, and let's see how it goes. Thanks for hanging out, and enjoy.
Okay, so here we go with the rock, paper, scissors. You know what Damien says? Paper
I,
never fails. Oh, paper just failed.
he's right, paper never fails. Since we are obviously on the good strategies, we're gonna go with swamp. Oh, I should. So I get to start, or nope, Tim gets to start. I lied.
Oh, I get to start? Okay, cool, cool. Well, I'm going to
Because
start
going
us off
second, my
here
big.
with a single face down, and that's it. Doing pretty good here myself, thank you.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Uh, since we're limited to only the blue eyes sets, I think this is just free. So we're gonna select our, oops, well, whatever, close enough. Our big bad Gaia the Dragon Champion.
Oh, you put him in the
Free.
extra zone, rah.
Yeah, whatever. You'll pretend he's down here.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
So, since the only thing that he could have to stop me is either trap hole or 2-prong attack, Gaia the Dragon Champion is free because Trap Hole doesn't hit it, and he doesn't have any creatures with two-prong attack.
You
And
are
if
you
it's a
are
spell
really
card,
going into detail.
if it's a spell card, we don't really care yet. So we're gonna get in there for a lot of damage, and then we're gonna end our turn.
That was amazing. That was a lot more detail than I thought than I meant.
Well, I mean, you want this to be good, don't you?
I do, but I was talking like something like along this lines. Well, I'm gonna start off with a fissure here. Take out your guy,
Andrew is set.
and then I'm going to play Aquamador in attack mode, and
That
get in
beats
there
it.
for 1200. I mean, I guess if you want to do the what you were doing, I'm not going to tell you no. You do you, Andrew, and I will appreciate it nonetheless. All
You
right.
won't, and you know it. Are you gonna end your turn yet?
No, never.
So, because this format is busted, we're gonna play Pot of Greed,
We're going to play Pot of Greed 3 times in a row.
and we're gonna Monster Reborn back
Oh
our
my
Guy of the
god.
Dragon champion.
Oh my
But
god.
we're not done there. We're going to play Skull Redbird and wait for his Trap Hole to activate. Because that probably is his Trap Hole. It could be a Dragon Capture Jar, but he would have used that a while ago.
Yeah, I might have.
Skull Redbird attacks!
I would have used it a while ago if I was fucking smart. The chat's gonna know what we're talking about right
So
here.
definitely Skull Redbird definitely is the strongest level 4 monster in the game at the moment because we are only playing with the Legacy of Blue Eyes format.
Which is
So
hilarious. Let's get
he
those
does have
hashtag
monster
15.
with 2,000 defense points, so it's not the greatest for getting through, but
Let's get
with
hashtag
him in play in
1550 in the
addition to our
chat.
Kaya, we got this.
Alright, I'm gonna start off with a dark hole and invite you to eat it.
Andrew is sad again.
Uh-huh. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Monster Reborn your
My God.
Gaia the Dragon Champion.
Uh,
Booyah! Okay, so this is what I'm upset about that I should have played a couple of turns ago. It was Swords of Revealing Light. I was like, oh, he's gonna get in
it's so
for
ridiculous now, though.
yeah. I was like, he's
Now you
gonna get in for 1550. It's not gonna be a big deal. But then you did this, and I'm feeling stupid.
Yeah.
So we're gonna we're gonna hit you for 26. Oh my gosh, if I can hit the attack button. All right, that's it for me.
Oh, down to almost half now, and he's down to not much.
Yeah, dude, I'm playing at
Well,
like a quarter.
Andrew's a little sad, but he's going to activate Fitter to destroy his own monster and end his turn here. As we have his swords up.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. All right, Enter. I invite you to take this.
I think I will, gladly. um, he didn't activate Trap Hole on Skull Redbird. Which was a little strange, so I guess we'll play this guy anyway. But we can't attack.
No,
Sword.
I'm gonna do it on him.
Oh, okay.
The
So we
reason
did
I,
have Trap Hole.
the reason I didn't do it on Skull Redbird was because I figured it'd be a waste since I was gonna Dark Hole next turn.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you had plenty of life points at that point. But
Right.
now
Exactly.
now you're down to minimal life points.
All right, we're gonna hit up that Pot of Greed. Oh boy,
We have a small problem.
this is rough. This set, I probably should have made some different choices while deck building, but we'll talk about that. 10 minutes ago.
So this Pot of Greed is really, really good here.
Hashtag Pot of Greed to 3.
And then Yurabi, who is our second best level 4 monster. I personally have never really liked this art even as a kid, but don't really have much choice in terms of art for said monsters.
Yeah, you can say that again. All right, I'm also gonna set another monster, and end my turn.
So I'm going to imagine that these are either flip effect monsters or uh, basically like the Aquamador with their 2,000 defense points. Because there are 4 monsters with 2,000 defense points that are level 4
I think
or
you're
less.
correct. Giant Soldier, Aquamador, Spirit of the Harp, does
Mystical Elf.
Mystical Elf, and then there's that mole thing. I'm not sure if he comes out in Metal
No,
Readers
he's
though.
in the next set.
Okay, so never
Sure,
mind.
he's like 1 or 2 sets ahead.
So yeah, 4.
The other thing is that he could have Hane or Maneater Bug here. Which, knowing my brother, he probably will have something like that.
What?
We're gonna slide that down there. And we could do this just to be safe. If it is Hane or Maneater Bug, then that would be okay. Nah, we're just gonna attack this one.
Arm Ninja is what it was. So if
No,
that's
you're
a
gonna
spell,
look
it gets
back.
destroyed. It's not a spell. Okay.
It's not a spell, FYI.
Yep, I see.
So we can only attack once, so we're gonna get out of here.
Uh,
As he flips Maneater Bugs and attack.
you know, I'm getting sick of you narrating my turns. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna flip out my man-eater bug and take care of that Urabi boy. And get this, I'm gonna get in there for 450, beat down. Then main phase 2, I'm gonna throw down this swords.
The old formats were rough.
They were rough, especially when you don't run as many attackers as you should.
Because he's running a lot of effect monsters, unlike me.
Lots of effect monsters, lots of spells. There's just too many good spells.
I think we can just end our turn.
Yeah, what's it gonna hurt?
The worst he can do is sacrifice to play,
I think Curse of Dragon is
Curse
the
of
biggest
Dragon.
one sack.
and the other option is Skull Red Bird, which either way I'm taking 2,000 damage.
Yeah, so he can
I'm at
afford
2,000.
that.
Well, I mean, I can do this again.
Okay, so now we're gonna be getting in
Did you
there.
see what bird I have face down when you arm ninja?
Yeah, it has to reveal it in order to check if it's a spell or trap.
Okay, it just didn't like reveal it to me, so I didn't know if it revealed
Yeah,
it
it's
to
all
you.
good. So I'm gonna throw down Aquamador, and I'm gonna go into the battle phase and get in for a bit more this time. That's 1650 coming at ya.
Oh no, half of my remaining life points are gone.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna go to end phase.
We're gonna do this at the last moment,
Okay.
and then we're gonna just pass our turn because not much else to do.
Man, I wish I had that arm ninja back.
Okay.
Um,
I wonder if I attacked your man-eater bug, do you think you would have flipped arm ninja?
if you attacked Maneater Bug, would I flip Arm Ninja?
So I got your Raby, you have man-eater bug and arm ninja. I attack man-eater bug.
Maneater
He
Bug
kills
would kill your Raby. Probably not.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna throw both my monsters in defense mode and end my turn.
Him being on very low life points, this is a very good idea. Let's turn 1 for swords. He only got 2 more, unless he flips an arm ninja next turn, which he can't do. But the turn after that, he could.
I could, dude. You watch out.
Oh, I have to discard apparently.
Oh yeah, by the way, your hand's too big. 6 card limit on that hand.
Guess we'll do this. I probably just should have played this last turn, but whatever.
I'm going to set a card face down and end my turn again. I ain't got nothing with them swords up.
Oh, we're going good here with our
Third pot of greed. Oh my gosh.
Now we're gonna normal summon a dinosaur. Which he didn't flip, which is interesting.
What do you want from me? I don't have any money.
Well, that's a trap hole. You missed the timing. So that's probably a 2-pronged attack or a dragon capture jar. Or it could be a magic card, I guess. But if we attack this Maneater Bug, we'll find out.
Well, it wasn't Mirror Force. I'll tell you that much.
Since that doesn't exist yet, that is...
Yeah, you watch out, dude. Next Swords Revealing Light, I'm gonna Ash Blossom it.
No. Ash Blossom doesn't really work that way.
Alright, I'm gonna place a monster face down defense position, and I'm gonna end my turn, and let's get rid of them swords.
I can handle that. Alright, so we're just gonna activate Raigeki here. Then we are going to activate...
Oh my gosh. I'm kicking myself
the
right now.
All-star of the game. Why, you have a 2-pronged attack?
I have a swords.
You have a swords face down?
No, I have a swords in my hands, but I said, no, he won't be able to kill me this turn.
I guess this Monsterborn says differently. So
Oh
MVP,
my
Giant the Dragon
gosh.
champion.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this. All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna go ahead and go first this time. Now I feel pretty humiliated after that last one. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna stop taking so many chances. I'm gonna stop playing it.
I'm gonna play
So
Swords of Revealing Light on turn one.
I'm gonna play it a little safer this time.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna throw down my pot of greed, draw myself some two
Safest play of
cards.
all.
Yeah, yeah, very safe. And I am going to, you know what? Screw it. I am. I'm gonna throw down fucking Swords of Revealing Light turn one.
Damn.
Yeah, and then one monster in face down defense position. That's it.
Alrighty then. So we're gonna put this one. Alright, this card is gonna come in clutch later. And we're almost here because we're a little sad about that, but because this one, this guy and another guy, it's not gonna work out so well though. That's one. Go
All
ahead,
right,
flip that man eater bug. I dare ya.
I will. No, I won't. We're gonna
If he
just
doesn't flip it, I'm gonna imagine it's man eater bug.
summon the Urabi right now.
They knew.
Okay, we're not gonna summon the Urabi right now. Instead, what we're gonna do is we are going to Monster Reborn the Urabi.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Yeah, not the best Monster Reborn in the world, but whatever. We're gonna get in there for 1,500.
Also, Tim is dumb and decided to use the bad monster reborn. That's okay.
The bad Monster Reborn. Okay, OG artwork. Down in the comments, give me an OG or a TCG artwork. Let me know what your favorite is.
Well, I'm gonna activate my own Swords of Revealing Light.
It was Maneater Bug. Surprise.
So now he has to destroy something. So it's man eater bug. Oh no. That's one more turn left on his swords, and then we can get in there.
I'm going to go ahead and set another card face down.
I'll give me 4 guesses what it is.
And
'Cause
that'll end my turn.
it's only like 4 blocks. Um, hmm. Alright. This is not really useful right now. I could do this to see, and then I could do that. That's if I need to. Could also do this, but I think I want to save that. So I'm going to do that then. Lesser Dragon. Oh, swords is still active. Well, that's not really going to do it.
Yeah, by the way. There you go. There goes my swords.
So this is our ninja. I am sad because he gets rid of swords and he gets to attack my Lesser Dragon.
I got fucking nothing.
Could be Man-Eater Bug.
Alright, I'm good. Let's see what you got.
Swords active. It's not really useful. We're going to summon the Skull Red Bird. And the Skull Red Bird has slightly more attack points than Urabi. And at this point, it's fine if he has a Man-Eater Bug.
Aquamador.
So I'll take the 800 there. Good to know that that's there. And he has one more turn, I believe, on my swords. There's 2 counters on it. Yep.
I'm gonna throw another monster face down. And that's it. That's the end of your swords. Let's see what you got.
Yep, my swords is done for. So I think doing this not terribly useful. Unless I think we'll do this. And activate stop defense on your face down.
It's Giant Soldier Stone, boy.
Yep. Okay, so that wasn't Man-Eater Bug, which would have been the worst thing for me, but that's okay. So now we can battle phase and kill the Giant Soldier. And there's no point in attacking and taking 800 points damage, so
Except for style points.
yeah, you know.
Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to start us off with the Regeki. Blow up your field.
I am a little sad.
We're going to throw Aquamador into attack mode, and we're going to special summon his brother, Aquamador. We're gonna go to battle and hit you for 2,400. That's it for me.
Excuse me. He's at 7,000. Think we will Monster Reborn with the good art. The Skull Red Bird. We're going to just attack the Aquamador.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna activate Regeki again.
Oh snap.
I know, right? That was a pretty sweet top deck. I'm
No,
gonna
we play Skull Red Bird. He still can't kill me, which is okay.
I'm gonna place one card face down, and I'm gonna go right into the battle phase and hit you with the Aquamador,
Okay.
and that's it.
So if that's two-pronged attack, I don't care because he doesn't have two monsters. If that is Dragon Capture Jar, I don't really care because we're going to Monster Born Skull Red Bird.
Yeah, it would work on your Gaia the Dragon Champion, though.
Yeah. If he was in play, but not in play right now. And I believe Dragon Capture Jar only turns with the defense mode, right?
Yeah. Even still, that makes it fucking useless.
I guess I'll end my turn.
All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna throw down another Pot of Greed.
This card is just stupidly good.
And we're gonna set one monster in defense position. That's it.
Oh, what do we want to bet that has a lot of defense points? We did that for reasons. I guess we'll have to take our chances for now.
And it's Man-Eater Bug gonna toss that bird in the trash.
This is still okay because I'm at 2,100, so if he plays a Skull Red Bird, I'm fine. If he Monster Borns my Skull Red Bird, I'm fine. If he has Monster Born and Skull Red Bird, I'm kind of up a creek. But
Well, I don't have all of those things, but I do have the Giant Soldier of Stone. So we're gonna go ahead and get in there for 1,300.
down to a very low 800.
And that's it for me, boy.
See, if I had style points earlier and attacked the Aquamador, I would have lost.
Yeah, it'd already be over. But you would have lost game 2 in style.
Guess we might as well activate this polymerization.
Oh, boy.
Someone everyone's favorite. And hope this isn't a Dragon Capture Jar. Yeah, it's not. Okay.
You're lucky.
So I now have the third strongest monster. I have all the monsters available. The only two that are stronger are Trihorn Dragon and Blue Eyes Blue Eyes White Dragon, I should say.
Yeah, at this time.
In this set. So.
Alright, well, unfortunately,
Blue Eyes.
I don't get to style on you too hard. I'm going to style on you a little bit, though. I'm going to start off with the Fissure. Getting rid of your guy. Now, the style points is because I'm activating Final Flame. If that was Ukazi, I would have won right there. That's why it would have been style.
Ukazi doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, it's like next set or something. Metal Raiders.
Metal Raiders or something, yeah.
But I have another Giant Soldier. And I will take game 2. Alright, here we go.
Going first, I really don't think it's beneficial for me because I can polymerization and just start getting in there on turn 1. So I think going second is the best.
Get that draw.
Yeah, there is also that. Like, I get to draw the extra card.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start off with my Pot of Greed.
He gets extra cards too, I guess.
And I'm going to set a monster in defense position and throw one card face down. That's it for me.
Got a Trap Hole and a Giant Soldier, I bet. So I guess we'll start with this. Wait for that trap hole to activate.
Okay, you know what? This time you can. I'll let you call it because it was trap hole. I want your bird to fall in this hole,
I guess that makes sense also.
right?
Um,
Bring out the poly. Oh,
nah, it's a little early for that.
oh no, I can wait till after this game to ask.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna throw up the giant soldier of stone, boy.
Called that one too.
I know, right? You did. I'm a little upset about it. And I'm gonna get you for 1,300. Then main two.
So you had the giant soldier, but you still killed my bird.
Yeah, I did because I wanted to be able to get in for 13 this turn instead of just having to throw down a swords and say that's all I can do.
Now that we're in game 3, it seems like he's got a lot more of these defensive beaters, more so than I do.
Man, you should watch this video that I'm gonna post in a few days and watch my deck building profile, and then you'll understand.
Or you just send me your deck building profile after we're done with this.
Lol. Yeah, basically, yeah, I'll talk about it after the game, whatever.
Yeah, after the game's probably best.
Well, if that's what's going on, I'm just gonna throw my soldier in defense position and end my turn.
Makes him a lot harder to kill.
Yeah.
We'll activate this busted card. Oh, and look at that.
Oh my gosh. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, I wish.
That would have been amazing.
I guess we'll summon a Skull Red Bird.
I would like. You would win with style points. You would hit style point overload.
I mean, we're pretty close to double pot of greed, and all the times that we practice this, we have not hit double pot of greed right in a row. So he's got nothing, I got nothing.
We got nothing.
Oh, this again. I think we're gonna do this.
Alright, we're gonna throw one monster in face down defense position and end my turn again.
This will be our last turn of swords. So I think we'll do this. Their turn. The only problem is going to be if that's an armed ninja.
Well, it's not an armed ninja. It's man-eater bug coming up here to eat your bird.
That's okay, because I still have swords open.
And then I'm gonna activate my own swords.
Oh my god.
Because why have 3 turns of swords when you could have 6 turns of swords?
I mean, that is an idea. Alright, we're going to do our little big brain play here. Bring back Gaia.
Ah, you see? Yeah, you threw him to the grave on purpose.
Yes, on purpose.
Man, I should run more Blue Eyes and do that.
Honestly, it was just a mistake, but it benefited us pretty heavily.
Yeah. Well, here we go. I'm going to start
Also,
off
I
with...
really want to know where this guy got a purple horse, because that looks really cool.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're just natural in his world.
I mean, he is pretty dark even for, like, a person. Like, apparently he's black-skinned.
I'm
Like,
gonna
literally
I'm gonna
black-skinned.
stop this line of reasoning with a fissure.
Well, now he's dead, so he fell in a hole. There's
Uh,
lots of falling in holes in this set.
yeah, there is. All right, giant
Trap
soldier to
hole,
attack
fissure.
mode, and heck, we're gonna go all in, balls in with Urabi.
Or not.
Okay, we're gonna fall in this hole with Urabi instead,
Now, see, a dinosaur falling in a hole makes a lot more sense than a bird falling.
and then we're gonna hit you for a cool 1750.
I could have done more with Gaia.
Good for you.
Well, I guess we'll play this as our own sort of wall. I could do this. That's not really going to do me any good. So we'll just pull that and get that to turn 2.
All right,
Let's make
Andrew.
this even more dull.
I think this is game here.
You think, eh?
I'm gonna start off with another fissure. Throw that Urabi out of here.
I think you can do 5,000 points of damage this turn.
We're gonna throw down the Skull Redbird. and give you three guesses, it's Monster Reborn. Give
Yeah,
me
I guess
that
that's cool.
Gaia. Battle phase. Let's see what you got.
I have all the things. I don't know it.
And Andrew, GG. That shows you right there
Uh,
just how much of a
I guess I
swing.
should have played a little less safe, I guess. I could have Raigeki to kill Giant Soldier and Maneater Bug. I couldn't play him unless I Monster Reborn. Could have just Monster Reborn Gaia back and just have him sit there.
Yep.
I don't know what else he had in hand though.
Yeah,
But
there are huge potential
yeah,
swings in these early sets. Stuff like that. Stuff like the first game where I thought I was safe and you just killed me right there. Stuff like that. I think that was a bigger swing than the first game. But all right, YouTubers, I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in. I'm gonna say next week, but it's probably not gonna be next week. It's probably gonna be like 3 months from now. So tune in next week, and you'll see episode 2 of this series. And a quick shout out to Simo there. Thanks for the inspiration for the series, man. I really appreciate it. Andrew, any closing thoughts?
um, fusions are cool, but they like to brick a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, words to live by. All right, guys. Peace.